Now what we're going to do is make a calendar which is a kind of an easel card come calendar come whatever, and no matter what time of the month or the time of the year even that you start this, so say you want to give somebody a calendar from June onwards, there's no reason why you can't do that. You don't have to start at January all the way through. How many times have you got to May, June, July, August to think, oh, what day is it, what month is it, I could do with a calendar, can't go to the shop? Well, you can download this one. This one is for 2011, but obviously you can use the same technique and that, and just, I'm sure there'll be more downloads with 2012, 2013, blah, 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 blah. So when you go to the download section, you've got some options what you can do. First of all, you've got this one you can download. Now you could use that. That gives you the 12 different flowers, and starting here, January, February, March, April, May, June. We try to match up the flowers to the months as much as possible, ending with the poinsettia, Christmas rose, November, December, and you've got the chrysanthemum around about the October times when they're out, etc. So we tried to match up the flowers to the months. You also get there a template, well, you also get a calendar, the 2011 calendar. Now, it's entirely up to you what you print that onto. This one's just printed onto plain white paper, but you can take this, you can print it also onto green paper, onto yellow paper, whatever you want. Have a look at this. I'm trying to show you the difference here, Chuck. Hint, hint. There you go. You've got that's printed onto white, that's printed onto green. You can choose whatever you want. You can print it onto red if you want, doesn't really matter. So you need to print out the flowers. You can print that separately and use it on just cards on their own if you want. You can also print out the calendar as many times as you want. You also need to print out the template. Now there's the template for doing this easel card, and I'll show you what to do in a minute. You can print that onto whatever you want, or you can print that also directly onto this card. Now I've got some nice green card here, and all I've done is just put that through the printer and printed the design onto that. Now we're going to make the easel card, which we're going to turn into a notepad and calendar. You also need to get one of these notepads here. Where are they? Where's the simple notepad gone? Oh, every time I move things. There you go, I found it. There you go. Find yourself one of these notepads which have got the sticky on the inside so they peel off. You don't need to, you can use the whole of that, but we're going to use some sheets that we've decorated up to go over the top. So you've got a calendar and you've also got a notepad as well. So first of all, print out onto a piece of card what you're going to use. Now, what we're going to do is just where you've got the dotted lines, we're just going to crease it. So I've got a metal ruler, and that's just going to go across there, and across there, and across there, and across there. Now I'll give you a little tip here now as we cut this out. I'm going to turn that around. I'm going to trim the edges off. Now if you're very careful when you trim the edges off, you can also use these as a template as well for making extra ones. Let me just show you. I've got my scalpel here. You can use scissors, but he says without trying to cut himself. I've got my scalpel here too. Probably need to go through a couple of times, I thought so. Need to change my blade, but never mind. There you go, there's one side cut off. Keep that, be very handy in a minute, I'll show you. Then move that along, and then you're going to take off that side as well. Now, if you don't want to turn this into a calendar card, it still works really good for a notepad and pen, and just various ways of using it. So there you go. I've gone offline a little bit there, never mind. It's creative crafting. So let's pull that off and those little bits that I made a mess of. You'll have more time to do it. You won't be as raggedy as I am there. But why I ask you to keep these is because, so say you get an ordinary piece of paper or a piece of acetate. If you stick that down on one side and stick that down on the other, well then you can place that down over any paper that you want to make into this folded card, and then you've got the lines where to crease, and you just put that across. So that's stuck down. You've got your paper underneath. So say I want to do a purple one, slide that underneath there like that. And because these are stuck in position, you can use that as a template time and time again and just mark it, and that will crease through onto the paper underneath. So don't throw those away. You can use them as an impromptu template. Now, I've already creased those, so these just need folding over now, like so. and I'm just folding them over. Because I've creased them, they fold perfectly. There you go. So the way this is going to work is that's going to go, that's your base, that's going to fold over like that, and that's going to be straight, and that's going to go there like that. Now you think, well, how's that going to stop going forward? That's not very good. Well, we're going to stick down the notepad, and that will stop the card. If you want to do it flat, it goes like that. If you want it then to pop up, you've got it like that. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just take that backing off. No, I'll leave that backing on. You can use masking tape, double-sided tape, or glue. I'm just going to use some glue here just to stick this onto the card. So there's the card. Make sure it's folding around the right way, and then turn that over, and that's going to stick down, butt up to that line. See, none of these lines that you've printed will show. So that's stuck down there. So there's your notepad, and then your card's going to fold over and go like that, like so. Now, what we're going to do, you've already taken off here some of the different pages. And what I've done here, as you can see, I've just taken one of the flowers and stuck it on and matched it up with March, April, May, etc. And how did I do that? Well, I've just got some of these. I'm going to take one off like that. Just put it down like so, and then take the flower that it marries up to. I think I'll do that one. Bit of an orchid. So that can stick down. Just a little bit of glue. That's stuck down there already. Let's pop that over there so you can see it. A little bit of glue going on there, and then your flower goes here over the top like that. Leave enough room for your January, so January goes there, and then that sticks on there like so. So you've got your calendar, and then I've also got another one that I need to do for January, February. So let's move that again. Very simple and easy to do. So there's another flower. I think it's a chrysanthemum we've got there for February. And that sticks onto there like that. And then I've got February calendar section. So you can see how you can make this up and just decorate any way you want. So that's going to go onto there like that. And then you take your notepad, the ones that you've got the rest of them on, and because it's got the sticky on the back there, you just lay that over the top, so March, and work your way backwards, and then just stick them down. I've already done the rest of the months, as you can see. Then that goes over the top there, like that. There's your notepad building up. There you go. Now I just stuck a little bit of paper over the back of that one there, but it's sticky on the back there, still on the top. Sticky on the top. So when you bring your notepad in, you can just make that a little bit wider shot, Chuck. That can then just fold it down flat and then just stick that onto there, that piece there. So that sticks there like that, and then that comes up and just slots under there. Well, if I can get it right. There you go. So you've got your notepad, you've got your calendar, and if you want, you can fold that bit down there like that. So then you can also fit onto the top where it's got calendar. I've got a little bit of glue here. You can put 2011, and you can decorate that up more if you want to. So it's entirely up to you whether you have the notepad like that, or like that. You see? Various ways of doing it. You can slot your pen inside there maybe. So say there's a pencil, slot your pencil in there, or you could put your pencil there so it's all ready to use. Then you've got your notepad here, so you could write on there your little notes. And as the months go on, there's January, you just peel that off and you've got February underneath. So that's a very simple, quick and easy way of how to make a notebook, easel, notebook, card, calendar, depending on whichever way you want to do it. And there's your pencil or whatever your pen you want to do with it.